Thank you for joining me today. Omoyele Sowore said former President Olusegun Obasanjo used Peter Obi to make Bola Tinubu the president of Nigeria. That Obi was deceived. Olusegun played Obi. That he never wanted Peter Obi to be Nigeria president. Who he wants make him be Nigeria president na Tinubu, because both of them speak the same language and eat the same food. Say Obi did not know that his deceiver Obasanjo was deceiving him all the while. And he was busy laughing and smiling, getting excited and enjoying the euphoria of the fact that the former president of Nigeria endorsed him and also obedient. They were even happy that Obasanjo is in support of Obi. That after all these flashes of drama, all these playlets where Obasanjo acts for Obi, Obasanjo went back to the people he wanted them to become Nigeria president, which is Bola Tinubu and his wife. Say, why did Obasanjo snap picture with the cap of Tinubu, the one that have chain? Somebody he claimed he doesn't like. Somebody that you said that both of them are loggerhead. He still went further to snap picture with his cap. And now went to have dinner, be breakfast or lunch with Oluremi Tinubu. No be Tinubu wife and Obasanjo be this. Snap picture together. No be Obasanjo and Tinubu day together, they smile. This is another picture of Peter Obi and Obasanjo. Say, if you cannot fix this betrayal and this deceit where they deceive Obi, that means you are not smart enough. Now waiting show they talk. I am quoting him word for word, and you go hear from the horse's mouth very soon. Just be very patient. That Obasanjo went further to now pack some people, that all the people, Doni Okupe, dear here, Pat Otomi, that all those guys that he personally handpicked for Obi, say all of them are Tinubu friend. Say Doni Okupe is a friend to Tinubu. Pat Otomi, both of them they chop for the same plate, and you carry him go keep Obi, let them be his campaign manager, campaign chairman, spokespersons, and all the people that surrounded Obi, all of them they work for Tinubu. Say it was the handwork of Obasanjo. Why I am giving you this explanation is just to give you a context of what you're about to listen, so that you don't, start getting confused. Or what are we listening? What am I hearing? I just say, I give you like a background, so that you will not eat the main meal. You know, Sowore, we already know that Sowore is very jealous of Obi. He wants to be like Obi. He wish the support the youth are giving to Obi is him they are giving the support. But you know, sometimes in life, it is good to open ear and hear what the madman is saying. A madman might be mad in the 24 hours we have in a day, but sometimes there might be some like a level of truth somehow. Now so I judge my own in everything where in the talk. You know, Obi as an innocent person, he had there like the heart of a child. He might not know what people are planning at his back. And you can attest to the fact that he has been betrayed by so many people. They don't lie to Ram. So many people don't laugh for open teeth for Ram, for present, for in front, at his back. Now what can they tell him? This is a known fact. So let us listen to this madman, where they call Sowore. This man, where they're very jealous of Obi, because Sowore is a Yoruba man. Dear here, Obasanjo Yoruba man. Tinubu Yoruba man, don't you Okupe Yoruba? Nah, this is a gathering of Yoruba with the talk. Oh. You know what it entails to have a gathering of Yoruba and one person where they neutral. So when you hear betrayal, don't be too shocked, because everything is possible. So let us listen to this Sowore and his expose, because one obedient woman, lady, asked him question about why you said Obasanjo, Peter Obi was betrayed by somebody he trusts, by Obasanjo, because he don't know Obasanjo. He don't know him well. Now why he trust him? Not knowing that it's Tinubu, he wants him to be Nigeria president. Let us hear from Sowore.
So thank you very much, Mr. Sowore, and I must say that I commend you. You are a very bold person. I mean, with everything that these people do to you, you still come out with guns blazing every single time. I mean, the most recent one was just really amazing. So I just want to ask you one question and maybe a follow-up later if I have time. So you said people like Obasanjo, Babangida, and the rest of them, the people that control like power at the top in Nigeria, brought out Peter Obi just so that Tinubu will eventually win. So I'm just wondering if you would explain to us what was their end game, because I like to think, and I believe you because you know a lot of things, you have a lot of contacts in some of these places. But I'm just thinking people like Obasanjo with some of their body language, I'm not quite sure I trust Babangida so much, but Obasanjo has also been at loggerheads with Tinubu right from the days of when he was the first president in 1999. All that fight he had with Tinubu when Tinubu was the governor and all of that. So I would like to believe that they are not really good. But, to think that Peter Obi was used, because Peter Obi came like towards the end of 2022, that's when the movement really, really became serious. I also agree with you that, Labour Party, gave him I'm a Peter Obi supporter. I voted Peter Obi, I'll vote him again. And I see your comments, I see, all the jabs that you threw at him. I would like to believe that if we are really, really going to maybe okay, yes, my time is up. If we're going to take over power, if we are not going for Peter Obi, who do we go for? But I also want you to answer, why do you think that Obasanjo also, was tricked the people? Because I don't think that Obasanjo actually wanted Tinubu to become the president. Thank you.
At least you admit to something that I know these people more than most people, because I've been a student of Nigerian politics since 1989. When I entered the university, I started immediately when I was 19 years old, but I didn't get to be doing national politics until 1992 when I became the president of the student union. And where I wanted to look is this. Who were the major candidates in 2023? It was Tinubu, Atiku, and Peter Obi was later on, after he lost out from the PDP as a candidate, when he knew that he wasn't going to, he left and went to Labour Party. Obasanjo's biggest enemy in Nigeria is not Tinubu, it's Atiku. Obasanjo prefers a Tinubu to be president of Nigeria than Atiku because he knew that if Atiku has one more day to die, he will kill Obasanjo before he dies, because of what Obasanjo did to ruin his political career from 2007 or 2003 in particular, when he was vice president to Obasanjo. Most of you didn't know, but I covered their fight. It was probably the worst fight in the political history of this country, and there's nothing comparable to the fight that Obasanjo had with Tinubu. So, and he has looked at it geographically and knew that Atiku had sufficient influence, if he are not careful, to win the election. But if they take out the East and the South, and the Middle East, the Middle Belt, where there are Christians, because the Christians in the Middle Belt were oppressed. They have been oppressed. Southern Kaduna, Taraba, Plateau, Benue. They've had issues of oppression with Fulani herdsmen and domination. And now they have to deal with the Muslim ticket. They couldn't stand it. Obasanjo, to religious leaders, especially all the GOs, reached out to them and said, look, we have to take our non-support Tinubu. But Obasanjo, being a Yoruba man, is still comfortable with another Yoruba man being president than for an Atiku who he know will strangulate him to be president. And I'm sure it was part of the calculation that idea of breaking the back of Atiku cannot happen without introducing Obi into the equation. And if you look at the people who they surrounded Obi with You will understand this. Doyin Okupe was appointed by Obasanjo, but he was close to Tinubu. Pat Utomi, who took Peter Obi to Labour Party and claimed that he stepped down for him because Pat Utomi claimed at Labour Party convention, which they did wuru quickly, that he stepped down for Peter Obi. He is one of the closest person to Tinubu. In fact, there's still a video online where Tinubu was dancing and Utomi was dancing with him and Larry Banjo. You guys probably know Larry Banjo, but I saw him recently at Ganifa Ome event. So all these things did not happen by accident. Even the guy that replaced Okupe, when Peter Obi realized Okupe was stealing money from his campaign, they got Okupe convicted. I'll tell you the story who convicted Okupe in the future. But without even going too far, Okupe was convicted by the judge who tried me for treason, Justice Ijoma Ojukwu. Ijoma Ojukwu is the wife of Professor Ojukwu. Professor Ojukwu works at Bayes University. Bayes University is a university owned by Dati, the vice presidential candidate of Peter Obi. So when they wanted to deal with Okupe, the judge convicted Okupe because they couldn't stand Okupe. Okupe was stealing campaign money. And you're hearing this from me for the first time. But don't forget, it was the same Okupe they sent to me to come and join Labour Party and join Peter Obi's campaign. And I said, me? Are you mad? You guys remember when I responded to Okupe and he never called me back? Because I told him, I said, how dare you, Okupe, come and tell me to join the campaign that you are part of? That even if the campaign was legitimate, the fact that you are part of it shows that it's a fraud. That is what I told Okupe. And I wrote about it on my Twitter page. Of course, all the people who were supporting Obi were abusing me. They said Okupe was the best thing to happen to them since peanut butter was invented. Even Abure, that was your hero, I was constantly telling you guys that the Labour Party is Airbnb, short renter, that they will soon kick Peter Obi out of the place because he only came to rent it for 2023. Has it not happened? Because I know all the plots that is happening. I know who is involved. It was the same Obasanjo who went to Baba Adebanjo's house after the election was supposedly stolen, that there should not be protest. He doesn't want Nigeria to break up. He has seen civil war before. And that was why the idea of protest was quelled. Because Obasanjo at that point had gained what he wanted most, ensuring that Atiku did not become president. But he didn't mind his townsman, a fellow Yoruba man, being president because at least they can speak Yoruba to themselves and resolve their differences. What did Obasanjo do later? He went to meet Tinubu's wife, greeted her. Next time, Obasanjo went and put Tinubu's hat, the one with handcuff, and wore it and said he didn't know his Tinubu's hat. They can play people who don't understand them. Nobody can play on my intelligence. And this is why you see that sometimes people are uncomfortable when I said them. I can't be part of any packaging. You can't package anything to me in Nigeria because I have been around here for a while. And as to who to support in 2027, you know already. Let the lion lead the pack of lions. Abandon the sheep and the sheepies. Thank you.
Ọgbajugodarụ mmiri ejugwa awụ ọnụ ike agwụgo nwa dibịa. Kedu ibe a ga-esi wee kwabakwa n'onye ukwu? Where will they start? Kedu ibe anyị na-ebido? Where are we going to start? Kedu ibe anyị ga-esi bido wee tiwasiwa aki oyibo nsugbu a? This one karịkwara m. So, to cut this long story short, Sowore said that In summary, Obi was lied to by the people he trusted. But when they asked him about who do you now think will lead us in 2027, who will go follow? He said the lion will lead the pack of lions. That adage, that parable, my head never stay carry on. That one big past my head. But Sowore, I understand that you know these people. And you might know their plan because you too are a Yoruba person. Una they speak the same language and eat the same food. So I will not be surprised if all this planning, you might be, what he said might be right and wrong at the same time. But it is not good for us to remove everything. Like, we can't remove everything the way he talk. We can't throw away everything that the Sowore said here. Even though he have his own fault. Just like I earlier stated, that a madman might be mad. Inside 24 hours in a day, he will have at least 1 or 2 minutes to get his senses back before he go back to madness. So in this, all these things that he just said exposed, somehow there might be an atom of betrayal. This Doni Okupe guy is a criminal. They say he's a criminal. Tinubu, very die-hand Tinubu, you know, even like the gathering of criminals. I just want to understand why there was no serious scrutinization of the people that worked with Obi. Julius Aburi, the Obi Tinubu don't buy her. The young Labour Party chairman, and who again? So many of them. It's all betrayal. So how can Obi move further? Because no man is an island. Obi cannot do it alone. If everybody was around Obi, get an atom of betrayal with them. Because to be very honest with you, I was even shocked, I was perplexed, I was flabbergasted when I saw Obasanjo wearing Tinubu cap, wearing that handcuff cap, that chain cap, that slavery cap. I said, what happened? Why wear the cap? So me, I'm not being tribal. I don't just want to sound, I don't want to sound too tribalistic. But then, any gathering where Yoruba people gather, they fear me. And they fear Yoruba people gathering. Because that chameleon lifestyle of them, that betrayal that they are known for, they easily exhibit it. That tribal person, that, like, you know, this thing he said, he might not be 100% correct, but that way he said he wants his tribal person, he doesn't want Atiku, he wants to be. But then in everything, we should not also rule out the fact that INEC played a major role in making Tinubu Nigeria president against Obi. Now INEC played that part because that glitch, except you also want to tell me that Obasanjo was involved in the rigging. Was Obasanjo involved in the rigging? Was there a meeting, Yakubu Momo and everything where they do? Obasanjo, and that is where, because after voting, people go sleep. Waiting they do for night, we don't know. So these are the questions we should be asking. Where is Obi getting these loopholes? And secondly, or thirdly, the masses, I insist that if Nigerians are ready to get a president, somebody that will lead them to path of success, INEC glitching or the chairman of INEC might not even be a major factor or a major actor in all this whole play. The people will decide who they want, and if tomorrow their election is being rigged, you know what other countries of the world do. They go on a serious revolution. They don't do them before. Nigeria will not be an exception. So I still believe that because INEC rigged the people out, gave Obi glitch and the right results and all those things, a lot of factors contributed to why Obi is not Nigeria president. Even betrayal is included. This is my own take. So Sowore on his own side, he said he cannot support Peter Obi. So what I want you to know is, what Sowore must know is, you say that Obi is among them, Obi follow them, that he is having some kind of relationship or gist with those other guys who don't hijack Nigeria does not mean that he is also a criminal. Do you know there is a way you will disguise yourself? You know, be thief, but you go disguise yourself like armed robber. Just why? You want to get information. There is no way you can get something without indirectly involving yourself in that thing? What will give you power? How will you not get the power? I know that power belongs to the people, but you don't see the type of people waiting for Nigeria. So in all of this, I just, like the whole thing, I'm confused, to be very candid with you, but when Nigerians are ready to take Nigeria back, Olusegun Obasanjo discussion will be immaterial. Bola Tinubu will run on exile. He will go to exile like Osogachia. So many actors in Nigeria that made it impossible for Nigeria to work, all of them go run. They will be on the run. But the truth here is that Nigerians are not yet ready. They never did ready. Now why would they talk? Oh, they go work against them. The right result. In a country that is working, in a country where the citizens are functioning, their brains are functioning. Nothing like INEC glitch, and Yakubu Mahmoud can never write results against the wishes of Nigerians and it will be accepted, swallowed hook, line, and sinker, and they go sit down, just they watch them. It cannot happen. It's just because there are no Nigerians. Nigerians are not existing. They are only existing on papers. There is nothing like citizens of Nigeria. Everybody when they move for Nigeria just they like zombie. They just they like, as in like I said, they look like they are not existing, like non-living things. That is why anything where they tell them, you just see them starting. They used to be Nigerian before, but right now there are no Nigerians. So that is my take. Sowore, Obi, or not Obi. All I know is that Nigerians are not, as in like, it never hungry them to get liberation. If any day when you get, any day when they're ready, this discussion will not be happening. Yes, this type of discussion not gonna happen. I rest my case.